Teachers at this primary school in China
蓝色是走神了，
know exactly when someone isn't paying attention.
白色就是你可能跟网络还没有连接好。
These headbands measure each student's level of concentration. The information is then directly sent to the teacher's computer and to parents.
做出选择吧 Good job!
Classrooms have robots that analyze students' health and engagement levels. Students wear uniforms with chips that track their locations. There are even surveillance cameras that monitor how often students check their phones or yawn during classes. But schools say it wasn't hard for them getting parental consent to enroll kids into what is one of the world's largest experiments in AI education. A program that's supposed to boost students' grades while also feeding powerful algorithms.
为了就是国家的这个研究呀、发展呀，我觉得是没有问题的。
You better watch out for China. A couple of years ago, I seen some article where I guess their president or whatever went around tearing down every statue of Jesus, and there's persecution for Christians big time, in that country. And so I believe that there is some antichrist stuff going on, and this is why you must be aware of what's going on outside of America. You need to be aware of what's going on, in the world. Some people are so focused on America and distracted about all the LGBTQ and black versus white. There's other places in the world, where things that are going on that have end times implications. So they put this thing on the, kids' mind, and they're pretty much getting to the place, we can see if you're concentrating. We can see if you're focusing. We can observe how many times you're yawning. We've got a chip in you that, follows you all over the place. I mean, it's a system, that sounds like something that it's out of a movie. And right now, we're putting it in schools, and here's the benefits of why we're doing this. And eventually it'll probably be something that they force on everyone, right? I remember as a kid growing up, people was talking about, man, one day they're going to be chipping people, and people are like, that's crazy. And then it happens, and people just brush it off like no big deal. Things that you didn't really think was going to happen, it happens. And it happens little by little by little, and people just, they don't pay no attention to it, and it's, when I look at this, it's like, man, the Bible's clear. We're living in the end times. You take that system that they have, you take what the Bible says, you take what's already happening in the world, and they're going to find a way, they're going to find a way to justify, forcing these kind of things on people. Also, I believe that AI, while it has its, benefits, I've seen some, really cool things. On the flip side, man, they made these AI generated songs using people's voices, AI generated videos where they're able to fake whole conversations, right? Fake, these songs that they made, streaming services, the artists actually reached out, said, hey, take it down. The labels reached out, take it down. I think it was like Drake, The Weeknd, and some other people. But think about what they can do with this AI technology, all right? Yeah, the artwork is cool. People are scanning their faces and, getting these pictures made, but it's a setup for something so much bigger. Like when I see this, even just this little clip, I'm like, man, it's like I can see the Antichrist using all of this stuff, for control. We've been talking about making money digital for so long now, right? Why is it a bad thing? Because if they make all the money digital, at the click of a button, they can turn everything off. Electrical cars, at the click of a button, they can turn your stuff off, right? You don't want to comply. You don't submit. Oh, by the way, we're watching you. We're tracking you. Everybody's got to wear these bands, right? At the click of a button, boom, turn off your money. Can't go hide no money in the mattress. At the click of the button, look at a computer screen. We can find out exactly where you are. You guys better wake up, man. It almost seems like we're living in a movie, but the reality is the Bible is just unfolding in front of our very eyes, so you don't want to just completely shun, science. There's been some cool things and things like that, but you have to realize that there's a spirit in this world. And we've talked about CERN and stuff like that before, that a lot of scientists, they're atheists. They don't believe in God. Their whole point, of doing a lot of science is to prove that there is no God. They're trying to come up with some scientific explanation to why things are the way that they are. So because they already have that Antichrist mindset, anti-God mindset, and we talked about this with, China, with what they were doing at the beginning of the video, a lot of them have opened themselves up to a spirit, right? that's just pushing agendas, and some of them don't even realize it because you're anti-God, because you're trying to prove there is no God, and so you open yourself up. And I think a lot of these things that they're doing, the technology that they're coming with, it's just part of the end times agenda. So watch, pray, and don't take this stuff lightly. Go to www.marcusrogersministries.org if you want to support what we're doing.